Hello everyone, this is King Vector 11 with a personally made video of what I believe is the current situation of the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug. Now before I continue, people are saying no, it's not Pariah, it's whatever they pronounce it. I'm sorry, it's my accent, okay? Please, respect my accent, I'm sorry. But anyways, moving on. The motivation was from this comment on one of my YouTube videos on this specific topic. This person told me that I should make 2 update videos a day about this until they fix it, to really put the pressure on Rockstar. Now, as much as I would like to agree with it, I can only disagree to its own extent, and I will explain why. But don't worry, it's nothing against you person, it's just I believe after how many comments I've seen, some people may not understand why this bug isn't fixed within 24 hours, like the apartment glitch was, but that's also another part. I will speak about that later. But still, coming to the concern of the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug, here are some topics that I would like to cover, just generally. I even have a graph from Paint 3D that I've roughly drawn with shark cards, but that's its own topic that I'll explain later. But still, topics to cover. I will speak about the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug, for those who aren't aware what it is. Then I'll speak about the general community's effect on the solution for the bug, from general comparison of one other person reporting it to a million other people reporting it. I'll then speak about my effect for the solution on a bug, and of me doing it by myself, considering my status, my amount of hours played, and what I do in the game, basically how much I own and what I do, and etc. And if I will make any pressure on the change for the future of the solution for this bug. I'll even speak about the force of effect, if loss of players, so on and so forth. I'll explain all of that later, so don't worry, just sit back and listen, because this is gonna be quite a while of explaining. I'm very sorry if this video is gonna be long, but I'll try my best to keep it as short as possible. So for those who don't know about the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug, visual spoiler bug on top of that, this is basically what it does. You're in your Ocelot Pariah, and your spoiler, even though it's on your car, you don't see it, therefore being a visual effect and a visual bug, because it's supposed to be on your car, but it's not. What ends up happening is the spoiler either flinches from your car, flinches off the side of your car like it did just now, takes over another car's looks, does some other raggedy ass, shit, tries taking over that sign even that's on the wall. Why would there be a spoiler on the no trespassing sign? It tries to take over any object it could in the game, such as your car, a nearby car, your player, your first-person camera, your third-person camera, another player, another person, another object, another removable object, another moving whatever. There are many things in the game that it tries to take over, especially the player camera. For whatever reason it does, who knows? But that's really it. Oh, and for those who don't believe me, I will show you that I have the spoiler on. We'll go to spoiler, right here, and I have the Carbon GT spoiler, my top favorite, most matching spoiler for this car, honestly. But if you have it on none, fine, you're gonna have no spoiler, but look at the traction loss. You'll lose about 10% of traction from this vehicle if you remove a spoiler. More or less, like 10% of the 5th bar, which is generally about 2% of traction, which for this car, considering its top speed is the fastest top speed in the game, it will be from life-saving to life-threatening, tailgating, loss of control, so on and so forth. But now you have your spoiler on, you leave Los Angeles Customs, and look at the car. Look, just wait for it. It's that, yeah, it just happened for one brief second. And then it just disappears completely. Freaking magnanimous. So there was that for the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug. which was for this section here. So now, we will speak about the general community's effect on the solution for the bug. Now, when I say 1 to a million, what I mean is, there is a difference between one person reporting this issue to Rockstar support, between that and a million people reporting the same issue over and over again. And besides that, if everyone in their issue said, not caring about the end term effect of it, if everyone literally said 2 things. 1, they will quit the game, move on to something else. And 2, they will not buy shark cards anymore. As soon as these 2, especially the shark card topic, comes up, they will have motivation. They will have motivation. I can guarantee you, if everyone stopped buying shark cards just because this bug exists, I can tell you so much right now, they will be motivated within 4 hours even to move this bug. But I will give you an example. I spoke earlier about the apartment glitch that happened, right? That Rockstar fixed within 12 hours, like in a snap. I'll tell you why they fixed it. It's because it included money in-game that they purposely made very hard to obtain, but like 2 seconds easy in a snap to lose. And they purposely do that because earlier on in the days, you can see all the earlier stuff that existed back in the day. I'll even give an example. Here is the legendary Motorsport website. I'm still on GTA Online, by the way. Look at the prices of the cars that has already existed since the beginning of time. The Serrano, 110,000, 150,000, 250,000 for a Super Diamond, 130, $440,000 for this car. Fine, I get it. The Exemplar, 100,000, 200,000, 400,000. The Adder was one of the oldest, rarest cars. That was $1 million. As soon as you got this car, you were considered a god back in the day. This car, whatever this was, this existed back then too, but you know, still, it was its own. I don't know why they re-added this car later on, actually. Anyways, then there's the Stinger GT, and there's the Stinger Topless, there's Power of an Update, fine. This car is always free, this car also existed. Anything with a blank empty space, these are pre-existing cars. Even Business Update, they added these cars into single player. They added, this car was even added to single player. This car you can find rarely in single player. Especially this internally. I found it once on stream in single player. So this High Life update, that shows that back in the day, Rockstar used to care about single player content. Because if there's an update, there would be a High Life update or a Business update. And this car exists in story mode. This car exists in story mode. Even freaking whatever else would exist. This car, freaking, I sometimes find on the street in story mode. That's for all vehicles practically. So that means all vehicles below exist in both story mode and GTA Online. Now let's look into later on vehicles. Then there's new updates. So fine, 900,000. Oh my god, what the heck is this? $2 million. What? $1 million. What? Trade prices of between 200,000 to 300,000 differences, which is a little later updates. What? Okay, fine. And there's later on. This is by the way an order of pre-release to latest release. Then there was the Nightshade that was released. So I'm like, 500, 900,000 freaking. What the heck is this? This is like little DLCs that I still remember this on PS3. I still remember the Roosevelt Valor. I was still able to drive in story mode on the PS3. It was like extra downloadable content that you can get or receive for story mode content. But later on, you can't see the later on stuff for freaking story mode. It's just done. The X80 Proto, $2.7 million. Freaking tires, alright, 7B, $2 million, $1 million. Freaking $2 million for a Shitaro. What the heck? freaking later on, fine, $2 million. It still sticks to 2 million. There are discounts, fine, from $2 million, fine. 1 million, still 1 million, almost a million. This is 2 million, 1 million. Then we're gonna go later on, 1.5 million, 1.9 million. That's already pushing it. Then we see this part, $2.8 million. That was like one of the later on releases. The Doomsday Heist freaking happened like a few years ago, like 2 years ago, came out, and you're just there like, what the heck is this so expensive for freaking nothing? If in After Hours, the nightclub got released, freaking $1 million, almost half a million. Arena War came out later on. Then these cars, 2 seats that have nothing besides whatever speed it has, almost $2 million. Shit generally is becoming more expensive. Diamond Casino Resort happened, and this is when shit goes beyond the freaking wall. $2.5 million, $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, almost $1 million, $2 million. Trade price near $2 million, $2 million. Oh yeah, $3 million. God fucking damn, that is rich as shit. We're gonna go into the war stock place now. Okay, earlier existing vehicles that exist. Okay, $1 million for a dump truck. Who's gonna do that? Buses, dash down stuff that you can not normally buy, that you can buy here and online. Fine, they give some price, but at least it's doable. Crusader, Rhino Tank, 1.5 thousand exists. Fine, I guess. Shit is slightly more expensive in GTA Online than in story mode. You can buy bulletproof tires in story mode for 4K, but in online you have to spend 25K, specifically because you can quote unquote make more money in GTA Online, because there's more opportunity to making money than in story mode, because story mode is limited, so they have to limit the amount of money that you can spend, because there will be absolutely no way you can get it back easily. Then there's Duco Death, fine. Then we go into the online stuff, fine. We have the Prison Bus, Mesa, fine. Then there's a Savage for 2.5 mil, what the shit. But okay, that was back in the early days. That had freaking OP shit on it. Fine. 300, the Hydra used to be 2 million. I can remember that, because I bought the Hydra back in the old days, in 2017. And this shit was $2 million. Now, to discourage players from buying this later on, they bump it up by $1 million, and it only still has the same amount of effects that it normally had back in 2017. Besides that, actually, it actually got nerfed. Most of the earlier planes back in the day, like the Hydra, now it's $1 million expensive, but its armor plating got weakened severely. Normally, it would take missiles to take a Hydra down, but now you can shoot one missile and the jet's dead. Why? To discourage players from using this, and they try to force them to searching for something different, because specifically of the new planes and helicopters that came out later on when the hangars were first released. Great. This vehicle exists, fine. What the fuck is this? Fucking $5 million, $3 million, what the fucking shit? Okay. Freaking armored box filled, what the for what? Technical Aqua, it's just a truck with an extra gun and things for only 4 million. What? What? Okay. Frizz, look at the other vehicles. Look at everything that's like over 500,000, $3 million, 1 million. Oh my god. Gun running exists. Oh my god. The Smugglers Run update. That is what made the Hydra much more weaker than it normally was. And everything is more expensive because they want to force players from spending cheap and what used to be good for something that's as bad, that they've made the Hydra with even higher price that looks sexier, basically. The Vigilante, even the Pyro, freaking look at all this. $4 million on a Hunter. The 996 laser, 6.5 million. This is ridiculous. $4 million for a Deluxo. This is ridiculous. Scramjet, $5 million almost. For the new vehicle that they anyways decide to re-release, that you saw earlier, for 1.4 million, fine. Oh, this car. This car is what is the shark cart muncher. I can only tell you that because this car has special resistances the more people sit in this vehicle. Besides the fact that you can shoot machine guns or rockets, and is a submersible vehicle, it's amphibious. And I'll speak about that later in another video of why I believe that they should have put this as a special vehicle and not the freaking go-kart, but that's later. But shit is expensive. Like, what the shit? Even Terabyte, that used to be like 2 million, but I already bought it, so you can only renovate for 40k. And Mobile Operations, I already bought it. Avenger, I don't think I'll ever buy it because I find it useless and waste of money to buy because you're anyways gonna have to pay like millions of dollars in bills later on for it. Then there's a Kasatka that has 2.2, fine, whatever. But still. So I was going off topic for a little bit. Now, the general thing that I meant for showing all of that is because the later updates would come, the more expensive it would generally be. Like back in the day, the average in price would be $600,000, which was back in the day pretty hard to get, apparently. And then new jobs came out, and it started to become a little easier to make money. But then everything became millions of dollars expensive. For what reason? I'll tell you why. They make money making hard in this game. Tedious. It's not the fact of, oh hey, you can easily sell cars for $80,000 a car every 20 minutes. It's not the fact of that. It's just the amount of time it takes to sell a car, let alone source it. You try sourcing a car, sometimes you lose it. Sometimes you even get NPCs to chase you, get the cops to chase you, you get shit that happens to make sure that you get as much damage as possible in your vehicle, so you end up spending more than you can gain. And they purposely do this as fallback to make sure you don't make as much money as you typically would normally do. And my mistake of recording, streaming, and uploading Grand Theft Auto Online for me sourcing vehicles and doing VIP work is Rockstar paid attention to that, and they nerfed my account to make sure I cannot source top range vehicles for another long while. Like, it only rarely happens that I can source a top range vehicle now. But as far as I'm concerned, I can source only mostly standard ranges, even sometimes mid ranges, but it's only once every blue moon I can source a top range vehicle. Because they saw my stream, they saw how much money I started making off of it in solo sessions, and they thought that I got lucky, didn't know how I was able to make a solo session, and they nerfed my account doing that. They pay attention to these things because it goes against their own policy of making money off of shark carts. Hello? Am I hallucinating or something? Anyways, so there's that little explanation. Now about the apartment glitch that happened months ago. I will speak about it. It's a glitch that made money, millions of dollars for players who participated in doing this. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, because it involves money making in-game. And I'll tell you why they did what they did. So first off, someone discovered the glitch and they posted on TikTok. Everyone saw it. It started going viral in seconds, literally, because holy shit, there's finally a way to make money in this game. Wow! So they all did it, and guess what happened to all those players who did it, as well as other players who didn't even do it? They all got their account reset after they found a fix to this glitch less than 4 to 12 hours later upon it going viral. Do you know why? Because if they see players getting money easily in this game after small seconds of click click and I get millions of dollars, they will go like, they're not buying our shark cards. What should we do? What? Hey, we have to do something. We have to do something. We have to do something. We are gonna do something. So, as far as keeping the spread to a containment, they went even farther than doing whatever they had to do. Besides the fact of finding a fix to this glitch that made millions of dollars, which no player hacked the game to make this glitch possible. No player in the world went to the developer like went into their developing PCs, went into the files of GTA Online through that developer's PC, hacked it, found terminals, found source codes, found shit that they wanted to make money off of, found some random apartment glitch just to say, okay, I'm gonna add this effect into the game and publish it. There was no random player in the world who did that. It was the developer himself. This is why it's confused for cheating, because some random people thought that you're going against terms of services because you're basically cheating. It's not the players who cheated. It's the players who found an exploit that was caused by the developer to then make money easily in this game. But can I even call it a game anymore? That's another question on its own. But still, going back to this glitch. Rockstar found a fix because it made money for players. It made millions of dollars that you can spend in no time because you can buy the Deluxo, you can buy the Hunter, you can buy the Toreador, you can buy a Kasatka, you can buy the sonar station, you can buy a yacht, you can buy the penthouse, you can buy all the clothes you want, and you'll still have millions of dollars on the side. So they thought, no, we cannot let this happen. So besides finding a fix to this bug that you cannot do it anymore, no matter how hard you tried, even if you used a secondary account and fail-safed a file to make it happen, it would still not happen. Yeah. Good luck. So besides finding a fix to it, they found accounts that they suspected did this glitch, and they resetted their accounts completely to scratch. You lost everything. All your money, all your unlocks, all your vehicles, all your apartments, all your jobs you've completed, all your information comes from millions to zero in a snap, just because they suspected you to participate in this glitch. Now, some people said, I didn't even do anything and I got my account reset. What the heck happened? And there's no way you can report that you did nothing, because if Rockstar suspects that you've got an advancement of money more than what they typically would want you to make, they will count you for cheating and reset your account. Which is like, okay, fine, I guess. Like, I can't do anything. Yeah, of course you can't do anything, because if you go into the Rockstar support page and try to report an issue that you got yourself banned or you got your account reset, they purposely give you an automated message without any ticket to be sent and say, all appeals cannot be appealed, and all chosen whatever shit they say has been final and cannot be appealed for. So let's say you get banned and you want to appeal for it. You cannot appeal for it because they block you from appealing, because they feel they were right to subject you for whatever they thought you were doing, to say that you did it and ban you for it. It's like a comparison in real life. Your coworker decides to purposely burn a pizza. Burns a pizza, sends it to the customer, and quits the job, and you're still working a few hours later. And because that guy was supposed to quit about a few minutes ago, but he still did the pizza for you anyways, because, oh shit, dude, it's fine, I'm gonna do it. He's gonna bake the burnt pizza, send it to the customer. Then the customer calls back when the owner shows up to say, hey, I got burnt pizza, I'm giving you a 1 star because what the heck is with your food? And you're the one who is the only one who was suspected to be in the kitchen, because you're the only one who was supposed to work. No one else should have. He will look at you and be like, you are fired because you sent a bad, you interpreted a bad, influence from a restaurant. That's basically how it is. You get blamed for something you didn't do, and you cannot appeal for it. You're gone. That's basically what Rockstar Games did to those people, which I feel bad for them. But now they have to spend another $60 or whatever on the game, unless they brought it down finally. That was the last time I ever remembered, but still. However, don't judge me on the price. It's been a long time since I bought the game, but anyways, or got gifted, but anyways, so. Besides the fact that they took a precaution to make this glitch not doable again, they reset everyone who participated. It's like, what the heck? So my official, let's say, conclusion to this. If one person makes a report on this bug, as long as they don't say that they're not going to quit the game, that's just a bug, please fix it, they're going to look at it, they're going to be like, yeah, just another 12-year-old complaining about their love life or something. And they're just going to dish it to the side. And I'm very sorry to make this assumption, but that's really what it is. If it was something that would say, I'm not going to buy any more shark cards, I'm not going to even dare spend 1 cent on shark cards because it isn't getting fixed, because I can't play the game, they're only going to count you as an outlier because, how many shark cards did you buy? Which will bring me to another point later on that I might go back to, but still. But if it was 1 million people and over 85% of those players bought over thousands of dollars on shark cards, and they threatened to quit the game and not buy a single other shark card anymore because of this glitch or bug, you know how fast they would be motivated? They would move, literally. They would move. I'll tell you, they will move. Because it involves a loss in profit in shark cards, a loss in player login database, and a loss in player interest in their game compared to the first day it came out. I'm talking about GTA Online, not GTA 5. People still play story mode, fine. But as long as online gets ditched and no one will buy shark cards because there will be no point, oh my gosh. Whoa, you will see them move. Holy shit. But anyways, so there was that general comparison. Now let's go into here, my effect for my personal hours I've dedicated to this game, which I can tell you right now is 1,120 hours to date since 2017, in which I started recently playing a lot because other friends wanted me to play, so I'm like, okay, I'll play with them because, you know, they have nothing else better to do when it's quarantine, COVID, whatever, shit happens. So my effect on this for the solution. I send a message every week. I'll try to keep them as, let's say, entertained with my messages as possible, but I'll let them have enough breathing room to say we're not going to get bothered every 5 seconds because someone wants to get annoyed the heck out of or something. So, I send a message about once a week. I sent a message recently. I will speak about it on my next week contents video. On Thursday. Coming out on Thursday. That's in, freaking, how long now? That's in 2 days, actually. That's in 2 days and 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours. So, like, in 55 hours from now, let's say. And it's 12:32 in the morning. So, there's that. So, my effect. First of all, will my pressure change the future of the solution for this bug? That's the main question. What would happen if I did do what this person said here, which was, let me just put this down, right there, yeah. This person, I even put the arrow down too, fine. So this person said that I should make an update, 2 updates a day until they fix it for YouTube, but they're not even going to really pay attention because, it speaks about a bug, everyone speaks about bugs. As long as it doesn't make money, as long as it doesn't say money glitch, we're not going to do anything about it. So, there's that. So, considering me that I'm practically one of the only ones, if not the only one, who is making constant updates on the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug, will they be motivated doing anything? Even if I sent 1 message a day, even if I sent like 2 videos a day, if I did 7 videos a day, if I did 14 videos a day, if I did 100 videos per day, the only thing you would do is get me clickbait content practically, because I'm spamming my own channel with the same repetitive BS that really shouldn't even be spammed, because why do it? But besides that, would Rockstar even pay attention? They'd be like, the person's destroying their YouTube, if they even care about that. But they won't even dare look until someone says, do not play this game because of this bug. But there's only few people a day who make certain reports. But if you look at them, they're still playing the game. So to Rockstar's eyes, they're basically speaking bullshit, which would also in another way make sense. Let's say you go to a restaurant and you order a steak. and you want it medium rare. They give you a steak medium rare. Well, you think they give you a steak medium rare. But when you cut into the steak, it's, let's say, super raw that the cow is still moving. It's still mooing, practically. And you're gonna send a report. Before even sending a report, you're gonna eat the steak thinking it's, you still have to eat it. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna go back home. You're gonna make a 1-star review on 5 saying don't go to this place because it's, terrible. They don't give you what you want. And I ordered a medium rare steak, but I got it raw and I still ate it and I don't like it. Well, guess what? You consumed their service completely till you were done. You still paid them for their service. So what will they say to you? What do you think people will say to you when you completely consume a service for that time being and say thank you and then make a review? They will look at you and say, dude, what is wrong with you? That's the exact same thing Rockstar does when they see negative reviews on people who say this game sucks, don't buy it because, too many bugs and modders and shit, but they still keep playing it. What will Rockstar look at? They'll be like, the guy's bullshitting. Imagine there was someone, now imagine, on another note, someone spent over $3,000 on shark cards. And he was, let's say, the most top prioritized player in the whole world of GTA Online. And after this one bug, he decides to make a negative review saying, I will not play this game anymore. I will not buy another shark card anymore. I will quit completely. And he does what he says. He will quit the game. He will stop buying shark cards. And he will completely ignore Rockstar games for the rest of his life. As soon as that happens, people will look at it and they'll be like, holy crap, he's a motivational star. We should all quit too, right? If this person did. And everyone's gonna quit. Trust me, they will move. They will move. They will do anything for shark cards. Even if it means they have to fix every single bug that every player who has spent over $5,000 on shark cards worth of US dollars, I'm saying, just to get players to play this game again. Oh, they will do it. Oh, they will. So coming back to my little area of, let's just give a little table of whatever. I would just tell you personally how many shark cards I've bought. Okay? How many shark cards have I bought? And shark cards are these little shit cards of in-game money. So let's say we got shark cards. How many shark cards did I buy? I practically bought $0 worth of shark cards because I want to play a game, not pay to win. So let me tell you something. Let me ask you something else. What effect does this have for me? It's worth this much effect, practically. If I spend $0 on shark cards, I give back 0 cents worth of effect from this one report. You may not understand it the way I see it, but if I was the most valuable player in the world, and I was streaming it, and I had millions of people watching, just because I'm the best, let's say, best thought, most motivational GTA Onliner in the whole world, which will never happen, and I won't expect it, but let's just say, on a fantasy world, that will never happen. Millions of people watched me play, and they saw me complain about the spoiler bug. Everyone else is gonna be like, oh yeah, the spoiler bug sucks, or everyone's gonna have their opinion of saying, yeah, but I'm still playing the game, or oh, you don't know shit, or some other thing. There's always gonna be some negative and positive, reviews on it. But people will still see me play the game because I'm still playing the game. Until the day I would say, I'm not buying any more shark cards, because I would spend $3,000 a year for Rockstar on their shark cards to pay to play this game. Now, I would say on one stream, I'm stopping this game, I will not play anymore, and forget about it. And I will even uninstall it, I'll even send a negative review on stream, and I will literally quit and move on to some other game. Trust me, that motivation would go from 0 to 1,000,000. But that's only until then. So in conclusion to that, do I really have an effect to make a change on the Ocelot Pariah spoiler bug. Because I didn't buy any shark cards, because I'm not the most valuable player, and because I really don't have much of an effect, because who knows who I am, and I'm the only one who's practically making a report, unless someone else says they do, like some 2, 3, 4 others have commented that they did, and they appreciate the fact that I'm also reporting this issue to Rockstar weekly. Besides that, because there's only a few of us reporting it, do they have motivation? For only 4 players? How many players are online? Check right now. On Steam even, online. Check how many people are currently playing GTA Online this moment. Just do it now. Go on Google and check how many people are playing. You will see the numbers are at least over 100,000. And let me tell you something, over 100,000 players for shark cards, that's like over 20% of players who would buy shark cards that moment, within 2 hours, if not more, of going, okay, they're buying shark cards, so we're still good. Until something happens and their shark card purchase declines, they will do something. They will look into something. They'll be like, what the heck is going on? We have to do something. That is why once every 6 months, they add a new DLC to GTA Online, just to keep new players from being bored to buying something with shark cards that, in that case, would be like, well, I bought it with shark cards, but, like, what am I going to do with it now? Nothing. You just wasted a good $61.23 on 2 items of everything that's existed in the new DLC just to drive around and do fuck all with. Like, what's the point of even buying shark cards for something that it will last only so long with? That's why the recent update, the summer update that happened before the Cayo Perico heist, literally someone made a review on the the summer update, and it was the new yacht services, new yacht missions, new wannabe special vehicles that came out. That only practically lasts 5 hours of enjoyment before you get bored. That's most 5 hours. All the 6 months, 7 months actually, because they released it in August, all for 5 hours of fun. So good. You spent shark cards on the new stuff, but what are you going to do with it now? Exactly. So long story short, for my effect, going back to my effect, will I really make a change for Rockstar to get motivated to updating this update? Or to updating this bug? The answer is, because I'm alone, and I didn't really spend $1 on shark cards, too bad. Live with it. Now going to the final point, the force of effect coming to loss of players, coming to the amount of shark cards being purchased, so on and so forth. I'll just go very quickly through this because I've already went through 38 minutes of recording. I'll just go quickly through it. I made a graph. I'll show you. So I made a graph. Yes, I made a graph with Paint 3D even. And this is my legend on the right side. Legend being like what it is. So at the bottom, this whole box right here is, let's say this box right here, or this box right here, or this box right here. It's uneven, don't worry, I tried making it as best as possible. This 2 sections is technically with this whole thing, but still, this is basically how it is. This excludes DDoSers as well. So let's say in a friendly session, there are absolutely no griefers, there's no one getting griefed, and everyone is grinding. So in a friendly session, practically, this is how it would typically look like. Which I can only support to a certain extent that Rockstar dislikes the most. Because this is why. In a friendly session, you don't have any griefers. So this becomes an outlier. People who are getting griefed also becomes an outlier. So the amount of grinders that are playing, practically, buy only so many shark cards from either this range to this range to even this range even. And until it goes below this area, in which it does for all three statements, this area right here, I try my best to draw with mouse, this area right here, Rockstar will do something to that session. And it happened to me at least 12 times, I can tell you, in the past year. I've been in a session with at least 10 players, 12 players, even 8 players. And all of us have been grinding our own things. No one has spent a single dollar on shark cards unless, you know, someone in the background is probably like buying some shit, whatever is happening, but still that's besides the point. So let's go from left to right, from the start to end. Practically, some people might still buy shark cards, but then they're going to be done because, you know, it was just for the office, it was for some MC business, and this is people who already have stuff, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna spend a little bit because, you know, I want to buy extra clothes. And then there's these people who literally have everything and they just want to still play the game, so it literally stays rock fucking bottom, practically. Like, even this little bit is too much. It should technically, like, be, like, down here or something. But still, until this area right here is been completely surbeloed, and in this case it is by like 3 different situations, this session will become completely demolished by Rockstar because there are too many people enjoying the game, if they could even call it a game, and Rockstar's gonna be like, no, we cannot allow this. What they will do, they will purposely bug that session. And it happened to me many times. Something happened, and I thought maybe it was my game, which they want people to understand happened with the game. So they will do anything they can to make sure that this session breaks down. Because no one in that session would dare want to buy shark cards. So what's the point of keeping them playing the game? We want them to buy our shark cards. So we're going to crash the whole session. If they see from their own databases who is getting griefed, what's happening in each session, what's happening every session, too bad. They get certain graphs, I could only assume, that show this session is getting griefed the most, which is good. We're going to leave them alone. But this session right here, there's everyone playing the game. No one's dying to anyone. They're just dying like PvE related, but PvP related. No one's dying practically. So that's why some people, having 2 people constantly shoot each other and keep killing each other in a session, is always useful to have. Just make sure that you don't come around them because they could shoot you down and, well, that's it. But for a session that, assuming everyone is doing their own thing, grinding the shit out of whatever they want, it already happened to me many times, they will take that session down. They will crash your service thinking that you're cheating, and then review it, and then bring your service back up, which then in turn will crash your connectivity to the service, making you either have the message saying, oh, like let me give an example. I have this still like saved in the background. Instead of anything close related to this, because of course I've stayed in my own invite-only session for too long, it would say, if here, because I've said staying too long, it would say, kicked from the session for being idle too long, return to GTA Online. So you press continue. In other alerts, it would be like, let's say the session crashed and please return to Grand Theft Auto 5. They will kick you to Grand Theft Auto 5. Or something happened with a session, please join GTA Online. They will do that. So that is for this place. People, they would try their best to have a least amount of this and more amount of anything else. Now imagine griefing session. For any griefer to actually have griefing tools, they would have at least some purchases of shark cards. Somewhere around there. People who are getting griefed are still like in the very lows, because, you know, they're still getting their stuff, they're still getting whatever happens, and people who are grinding definitely are grinding. They don't want to buy shark cards. Maybe they might buy a little, but still, that's only certain players. Then they will stop buying shark cards, and will constantly keep ravaging the living shit out of people. Sometimes they might even need extra guns or weapons because, oh shit, I'm stupid, so I'm gonna buy something extra. But as this goes down, let me just make an arrow as best as possible. Sorry, my hand is too shaky. So as this goes down, people who are getting griefed are gonna be like, what the fuck? Stop griefing me. And some of them are immediately gonna quit and say, screw it, I'm gonna buy shark cards. Some are still gonna wait. But Rockstar's interpretation on this is the more people get griefed, the more they're gonna be like, screw it, I'll buy shark cards. And that's gonna go up. Like, completely. And grinders, who are still grinding, are basically going to only stay so little as possible. But let's say these grinders are also getting griefed. It's gonna go up. That's something I forgot to explain. But generally, with the understanding that I have, there are people who grief. There are people who are griefed for absolutely no intention. And then there are people who are grinding who get their cargo destroyed by griefers. So the second category really is just for people who want to drive around and have fun, try to find something to have fun, until they realize there's someone who comes by and shoots them the fuck down. Force them to like buy shark cards to give themselves extra protections or something. And people who are grinding especially will have to anyways get money somehow. So this is their expectation of, oh, that's gonna happen? Okay, cool. Let's force people to buy more shark cards by allowing griefing to happen. Like, why? But that's only till then. So in a way, this goes up, the sales go up. Now, in a session with modders, griefing modders are modders who use like modifications. Generally modders, if some of you don't know what they are basically considered quote-unquote cheaters of Grand Theft Auto Online, who use modifications, hence the name mod or modder, to use modifications to ruin another person's experience in any way possible, either by dropping money in a way of ruining their quote-unquote fun, grinding money for the game, or just killing them constantly, destroying their goods and stuff and shit and so on and so forth. So griefing modders, definitely griefers will be out of this ordinary because they don't need any shark cards. They're basically, they could drop money on themselves as much as they want and grief for that shit. And people who are griefed, freaking definitely they're griefed by modders constantly, and they will have absolutely nothing to do. So it's definitely gonna start jumping like freaking crazy. Maybe even might stay up here, but it's still gonna jump like fucking crazy. And people who are grinding, those are people who are just playing for the fun of it, and they still get grind. So fucking fun, whatever. And then there's grinders who get their shit destroyed. Trust me, it's gas at that point. Freaking gas the shit out of it. Freaking gas. You ever heard that song by Initial D or whoever, that meme song where it goes gas? Yeah, that's basically how it goes. Basically. Griefing mods. And this is what they want to encourage, to force people to buy 100% of shark cards. Now, people who money drop. Griefers, you know, still, they're griefing mods, money drops. They don't really need anything. So what's the point of really buying shark cards? People who are griefed, they're not going to buy any shark cards because they're getting money dropped. People who are grinders, who are forcefully dropped money or something, they're not going to even want to dare buy any shark cards. I try to make it as close as possible, but still. And this is something that Rockstar may look at. And this is the funny thing. They won't look at who drops money. They won't even dare look at the evidence of who is dropping money. They will see which account collected the money, but didn't buy any shark cards. And for that note, as long as you get money, unlegitimately, in a way that you made more money than Rockstar intends you to make per day, because you didn't buy any shark cards, but you still made that much money, they're gonna look at you, and they're gonna either suspend your account, reset your account, or ban you completely. Because they think you're the one who found an exploit or glitch that they don't even know themselves. So they're gonna target you directly. As long as something goes up, they're happy because they're still getting their shark cards. But until there's something like this happens, or until there's something like money drops happens, they're gonna look into it. They chances are they might not even take the session down, so that's like still a question mark on that part. But until they know who's getting the money or the extra RP more than intended by Rockstar Games, they will look at the account who is getting dropped, and they will look at you, compare your account to how many shark cards you've purchased in a lifetime, or within the last week, or within the last month, and until they have evidence that shows that you didn't buy any shark cards, and you got $2 billion. This happened to me once back in 2017. A modder dropped 50k bags, and I was up to $20 billion. $22 billion, actually. And I was like, freaking hallelujah, I can actually just buy whatever car I want, and I still like save the money in my account. Until one day I log back in because, I still want to play it because fine, I have interest to play it again, and I get a message saying that my account got reset. As soon as I logged into a session, it said my account got reset, and I was dropped down to $120,000. I still remember to this day. That was back in 2018, actually. That was like little less than a year later. That was like one summer, like the summer of 2017, I was playing GTA Online with $22 billion. Then by late midwinter of 2018, my account was dropped down to 120,000 with a message saying that I cheated when I didn't, and my account is reset. And if I do this again, my account will be suspended. So my account right now is at risk because of a stupid cheater. Which is also practically another part reason why Rockstar might look at my account, see that I'm selling top range cars more than often, in which there is a way to only source top range cars. I'm getting messages on Steam, bruh. And there is a way to source top range cars. But then Rockstar looked at my account, doesn't see anyone else sourcing it really, because everyone else is doing their own thing, just trying to enjoy having fun, just selling it as soon as they get it. And then that's it. They do something. But still. So there's the effect of that. There's the force of effect of that. Now imagine reading that graph and then understanding that, hey, if we all stopped buying shark cards and we all stopped playing the game just because of this one bug that exists, Rockstar will be so motivated to change. That's all they really practically care about. And it explains it in this part because I sent a report because I made a video on December 19th. But I'm pretty sure I sent a report like 2 days later on December 21st, 22nd. Got a message on the 25th maybe, or something. Or maybe I sent it on the 24th, I don't remember. But I sent it back in December of, December 24th. Basically mid-late December. And today is January 12th. I started recording on January 11th, but now it's past midnight. It's January 12th. And we still have this bug. So one thing's for certain, this has no effect for money whatsoever, as long as it forces players to sell the car and move on to buying another car, even if they have to spend shark cards on it. Rockstar will especially not give a shit about this bug for the time being. Who knows if it'll get fixed, but one thing's for certain, whoever watches to the end of this video, I am very sorry for making it 55 minutes. But I try to be as detailed, explanative as possible. But whoever in their right mind wants to support me, use my video. I don't care. Mention comment in this video or other videos that I have and say, I want to use this video as evidence part to send a bug report to Rockstar to let them see these videos to say what the heck is going on. Just comment in my video below. Ask me you want to use this video for evidence to the report. Then I'll say, sure, I'll give it a heads up depending who you are. And you can use it. And then as soon as you use it, as soon as you make a video, just I don't care what upload you do, what you do, fine, go ahead. I'll let you do it for this topic specifically. Send a link of your YouTube video showing that you wrote evidence with using a link of my video and say, hey, this person has made so many reports and you're still doing shit about it. What the heck is going on? Or something like that. As long as I see more and more people sending more reports about this, they might have a little motivation. Because me, by myself, I cannot do it all. No matter how hard I can try. I cannot do it all by myself. It's unfortunate, but we're talking about Rockstar games here. They need money motivation to have motivation for change for the community. It's very unfortunate, but it's true. And I have nothing else I could say besides this. So, hopefully, some of you watched to the end. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.